Hello friends, in this video we will see 3D rendering view options available in Staad Pro. For that, let me draw a simple structure using the structure wizard. For that, let us go to geometry menu and click on run structure wizard, and after that go to frame models and click on bayframe, double click and just click on apply and close this window and click on yes. I'm moving a bit faster right now because I have done these things over and over again, so I hope that you have already learned these techniques. Okay, all right, after that click on OK. We got a frame structure here. Now what we'll do, we'll go to the general tab and property sub tab. Let us define our sections. We will define two sections. Click on define. First we will define a circular section of radius 500 mm for the columns. Click on add. After that I'll define a rectangular section for the beams. Depth will be 0.35 and the width will be 0.23. Material is concrete and click on add. After that close this. Now what I'll do, I'll assign these sections to my structure. For that, first select the beams, go to select menu, and after that go to beams parallel to and select beams parallel to X, and also select beams parallel to Z direction as well. Okay, now you have selected the rectangle 0.35 by 0.23. Okay, let me first make an edit here. YD is 0.35. yeah, it's okay. And choose option assign to selected beams and click on assign and click on yes. After that select circular option over here, circular section, and go to geometry again. Go to select option to select all the vertical members. Go to beams parallel to and click on Y option. After that make sure that assign to selected beams option have been selected and click on assign. After that click on yes. Okay, now what we do, we see the rendered view of this structure. For that click on this pyramid option, left click on it. Now you can see the rendered view of this structure. You can see the circular columns. Okay, so the circular columns, you can see the circular section, and also you can see the rectangular beams. Where this rendered view option is helpful, suppose that, for example, let's go to the geometry tab. For example, suppose that while you are modeling your structure, this beam over here was not drawn accidentally. So let me just delete this. Click on OK. And due to the complex look of the structure, you are not able to identify this fault. You have to check your structure at each step. To check your structure, you have to use the rendering option. Now if you click on render view option over here, and if you are rotating this, you can clearly see and if you are rotating this, then you can clearly see over here that the beam is missing. Okay, you can see from here that the beam is missing. If you are just visualizing your structure, you can clearly see over here that the beam is missing. Okay, here the beam is missing. If I zoom into it, there is no beam available here. So you can locate these kind of faults using 3D rendering view. Now what you can do, you can just draw a beam using this option, add beams option. Left click on this node, and after that left click on this node. So 3D rendering view helps to rectify your structure faults that you made accidentally. Not only the whole structure, if you want to just render a part of the structure, for example, you want to just view this connection at here. So select all the members connected to it, I have selected the column, hold Control, select the beam and select this beam as well. After that, click on 3D rendered view. You can see the rendered view of this position. You can see how the beam and the columns have been joined. You can see that how the beams and the columns have been joined. Okay. Now if you draw the plates, you can also render the plates as well. For that, let us go to the plan, click on view from +Y option. Now let us draw a plate. To draw a plate, use this command, add 4 noded plate. Left click on it, left click on add this node. After that, left click at this node, left click here and left click here. We got a plate. Right now we cannot see. For that, we will render our structure. Again, left click here. After that, left click here. Okay, I'll just draw a single plate. Left click here and left click here. Now what I'll do, I'll just click on 3D rendered view. Left click on it. You can see that a plate has been drawn at the base. Okay, this is the rendered view. This is all about 3D rendering, and it will be helpful in our structural modeling.